So looking now for our next presenter, we have Chris Brown. The title of the presentation, First Sight, Literal Views. Chris Brown has been photographing in the Colorado Plateau for over 40 years. After he graduated from CU in Fine Arts, he began teaching himself photography, interweaving it with his day job as a wilderness guide in the mountains and rivers of the West. His most recent accomplishment was the publication of his book, Path of Beauty, Photographic Adventures in the Grand Canyon. Ooh, I'd love to have gone there. In the book, he discusses the nature of the visual experience, the role of the beauty in our lives, and the process of what he calls first sight. His process of learning to see things clearly without preconceptions, expectations, associations. He teaches photography and printmaking at his studio in Boulder, and you're just going to love this. Here we go.
I just want to share with you a little bit about my process of being a photographer. The other name for my profession is being professional sightseer. These photographs are all straight point and shoot literal images taken with the film camera. A lot of them are from my book. I am largely concerned with shapes, colors, textures, patterns. And when looking at work that seems to be abstract, after you get through trying to figure out what things are, if you can just appreciate the visual quality of the thing and enjoy whatever it looks like to you, and let your brain take you to whatever worlds it does. My process basically is just to go to a place I want to be in and look around and see what's going on without expectations and projections, and just enjoy the pure visual experience of what's there. These are things that are surrounding us every day. They're not taken with a particularly long or short lens or wide angle, and there's no trickery in it. It's just a question of paying attention and being aware of what's around us. So I don't want to talk too much about what's going on. I just want to let you enjoy them, and I'm going to be quiet, and we'll have a change of pace, and you can just savor the visual experience here. My title for this is Mountains in the Rocks, Rocks in the Mountains. My process is what I call first sight, and I try to look at things as though I've never seen them before, as though I'm an alien visiting from outer space. And I ask myself, what is this I'm looking at? And obviously I know what it is, I've been there, but if I can get beyond my expectations, my need to name things, let the right side of my brain dominate my experience rather than the literal linguistic left brain, it's a totally different experience. It's much more interesting, it's slightly bizarre, and it takes us into different places. When we talk, 20 seconds can go by really quickly. But when we're quiet and just savoring the visual world around us, 20 seconds is a long time. That's part of what I experience when I photograph, and I like how it slows me down. I like to think of the photographic experience, both for myself and for the viewers, as just being the pleasure of looking at things. It's like the pleasure of listening to music. It's pleasing to listen to music. And a nice piece of music you could listen to over and over again, and a good photograph or a good piece of art, it's like a friend, you want to see it over and over again. And if it's a deep, rich piece, it'll have a different personality every time you see it. The process of photographing is one that really teaches us how to see. It shows us how blind we are. You take a photograph and you look at it when you get back home. You go, oh, didn't look like that at all. I didn't notice that. And you see what you did see, and you also see in the print what you didn't see. And then when you go back the next time, you pay a little closer attention. You try to be a little more present where you are. And over a period of 30 or 40 years, my sightseeing has improved immensely. It brings me great pleasure. Sometimes you look at things and you look at what it is, and then you also see through it into what isn't there. And it takes you to maybe an imaginary place or a fantasy place. And the more you can let your fantasies run loose, the more you can enjoy what there is in front of you. I find my brain chatters a lot at me, and I know that's a familiar experience. One of the other things I like about photography is it forces me to slow down and pay attention. I use a 4x5 view camera, which is very slow and tedious to use, but that forces me to slow down and really savor what's out there. Beauty really surrounds us 24 hours a day. And Confucius said something like, beauty's everywhere, but we can't always see it. So my job is to find it, share it with you, in the hopes that you'll see it all around you as much as possible.
Thank you, Chris.